Good evening, and welcome again to Pumping Up with Hans and Franz, the informative training program for achieving financial success.
Once again, I am Hans.
And I am Franz, and we just want to pump you up.
Hey, how's it going? Hans Schaff here. Got a quick video. This is actually my 7th or 8th video tonight. I'm just been on a roll. Had a little bit of Monster. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. Anyway, I want to talk to you about a mindset. I was just talking with my wife, and we were discussing this concept about having a job mentality or the corporate mentality. See, I think a lot of people get into business without changing their mindset, their mind frame. They see that a job is not a very good vehicle, perhaps, for attaining their freedom, or attaining their goals, and being able to do the things they want in life with the people they want to do them with. But what they don't realize is that it's not simply the vehicle that's the problem. It's also the mindset that has to change. Because, see, working a job, working in corporate America or wherever, you have to do things in a certain way. You are limited, in what you can and cannot do. But as a business owner, and let me make the distinction, not just a small business owner, we're talking about a big business owner. And what distinguishes between a small business and a big business? Really, it's just the size of the idea. And what that means is, a self-employed or a small business person is someone who has to do it all themselves. A big business owner is someone who outsources, someone who leverages using systems and things like that. Having a business that's system-driven, system-dependent, not so much personality-dependent. Now, when you get started in anything, it's going to be a lot of personality-dependent. But as you get it going, as you get it rolling, in a power network, for example, as you start building your team and start, bringing in the customers, all of a sudden you find that your income starts actually coming, the bulk of it starts coming from your team that you're building, not so much from your own efforts. And you can literally walk away from it and it'll continue to grow with or without you. That is the definition of a big business. So here's what I think a lot of people struggle with, who are coming from maybe a job or corporate America, or really not even necessarily wherever they're coming from, because it's really the school system that educates us and brainwashes us to think this way, to have the factory worker or the employee mindset, where you're supposed to do things in a certain way. You're supposed to get a certain wage for a certain amount of time put in. They're not focused on the result, they're focused on the activity, right? We're trained, we're brought up, we're educated to work a certain way, thinking that, you got to work 8 hours a day, you got to get paid for every hour that you work, and you basically work, long enough just so you don't get fired, and they pay you just enough so you don't quit, right? That's basically a job. Now, if you love your job, I'm not trying to, say it's terrible or the school system is evil or anything like this. I'm just trying to tell you, from macro looking down, that's basically how the system is designed. And, in a society like we have today, that's the way it is. You're going to have you got the 80-20 rule always in play, right? 80% of the people are going to be working for the 20%ers. And I just ask you the question, well, on what part of that scale do you want to be? Do you want to be on the 20% side? Or you want to be on the 80% side, right? I mean, it's no judgment, it's just whatever you want to do. I prefer to be on the 20% side. I think there's a lot more freedom, a lot more opportunity, a lot more possibilities. I've been, the last 12 years of my life focused on that side of the quadrant. Of course, talking about the cash flow quadrant that Kiyosaki came up with, where you've got, again, the basically where you've got the business, the big business, and the investment on one side, on the right side, which is on your side, on this side, and on the left side, you've got the employee and small business owner, or self-employed. So here's what I'm going to finish this video with. You've got the mindset. That's what you got to be careful of. Are you in business, or are you looking for a business simply because you believe it's a better vehicle, but you want to keep the same mindset where you can basically just do the same little amount of effort and just get that much bigger of a result? Not a life-changing result, but maybe just something bigger and better? Because if you're not achieving the amount of success in your life that you want right now, that may be part of it. It may be something stuck here in your brain. You may be relying on the vehicle exclusively, thinking that, well, I'm not going to change myself. I'm just going to let the vehicle be the thing that's going to change. Well, if you're not willing to change the way that you do things, then things are not going to change. The vehicle is not enough. It will give you better results, perhaps. It'll maybe make you some extra income. But is it going to be life-changing enough to give you the freedom and the lifestyle that you really deserve and that you really want? I would argue it probably will not. So when you shift across from the self-employed or from this the employee mindset, and you go into the small business world or the large business world or investor world, you've got to change your mindset as well. Realize that you are now working on results. You're working on systems, and you're working on creating assets that continue to produce cash flow and revenue and things like that. So does that kind of make sense? I want to really get that point across to people. I think a lot of people struggle because they don't make that shift mentally. They just think that, oh, what a great vehicle. Oh, here's Empower Network. It's 100% commissions. I get paid when people, pay $25 and then they can upgrade it and the system is great. And it is. It really is. But in order for you to be able to grow, you're going to have to change your mindset so that you can have that mentality where you're not just trying to get to a certain point. You're actually looking to grow and to develop yourself as a leader, to attract other people and really build this thing so you can flourish. I really believe that, in the concept of leverage and in the concept of reinvesting in the velocity of money and growing things, right? Taking something like the Empower Network, and really the advertising model is such a great, the paid scaling your business up, for example, the paid advertising model, where, for example, if you were to take, and I know it's kind of rambling on a bit, but I'm almost to the end here. You've got paid advertising, right? Suppose you put $1,000 into your business, okay? Paid advertising, whatever medium it is. Now, you take the results from that paid marketing, instead of, someone in a job mentality, they would take $1,000 and go spend it, right? Put $1,000 in, you get $1,000 back, they'd go spend it, and then they're back at ground zero again, right? They're not moving forward at all. They're just continuing to, put it over here and it comes right back. Put it over here, it comes right back. That's what employees do, right? You go in every single month and you get the paycheck, same paycheck as it was the month before. It's not going up, your activity's not getting better, you're just getting the same paycheck. You're just going left, right, every single day, right? But as a business owner, your goal is to grow. It's to get bigger, it's to do better, to become more efficient, to become more productive, to become more effective with your resources. You're constantly looking for ways to improve and things to get better at. That's why with marketing too, you're trying to tweak it. You're trying to get higher conversion rates, higher opt-in rates, higher open rates on your emails. All these things are what business owners are looking at, because you're not working in the business like a self-employed person is. You're really looking at your business from the outside. You're working on your business. And that's something from E-Myth. If you ever read that book, it's a great book. It helps you make that shift from small business owner to big business owner, because you're working in the business for the small business and you're working on the business, looking from the outside, looking in with a B business, because it's just imagine a machine like a car, right? If you've got a car, you're not the car. All you're doing is you're pushing the pedals, right? The car runs without you. You turn the key, you can get out of the car, it's going to still sit there and continue to run, right? So you can listen to the throttle. You can listen, you can press the gas pedal down and kind of, see the RPM needle go up, and you can kind of listen for different noises and knocks and things like that, and you can work on the car without having to actually be the car. And you can take that car and someone else can drive it. That's what a B business is like. You are not the car. Someone's not jumping on your back. You're not the transportation source. You have the car. That's the vehicle. And that's what Empower Network can be for you as well. So make that shift. Make that shift in your mind that not only are you getting into a better vehicle, but you yourself have to upgrade your software mentally. And once you make that shift, things will begin to open up and change for you. But you've got to realize that what you're doing, you're making the shift to work on a business. You're looking for something to grow and keep getting it bigger and better and more wonderful by putting in less time, less effort as you go forward to a point. Now, a small caveat, I would employ people. I would outsource people to look after that, and I would maybe go do something different, right? Once I scale it up to a large enough point, because again, it's always, you're looking to continually leverage it, make it more efficient, make it more effective, try and make it run smoother, better, faster, more powerful, stronger. Just like the BMW. It seems like every new BMW model that comes out, they have the same engine, yet somehow they manage to squeak out an extra 10 horsepower, extra 20 horsepower. And it's like, wow, how did you guys increase this? 10 years ago, this same V6 motor only put out so many horsepower, and now 10 years later, this same motor that was high-tech 10 years ago is now putting out 200 horsepower more. How do they do that? Because they're constantly tweaking. They're constantly trying to make it better. And that's what it's like to be a business owner. You take what you're given, and you keep tweaking it, keep making it better, keep growing it, keep making it, basically turn over faster and faster so you can grow faster and faster and faster, and no longer are you limited by the amount of time that you have, because you're able to condense time frames. You're no longer working on a 30-day month. Now all of a sudden your month becomes 2 weeks, and then it's 7 days, and then it's 5 days, and then it's 37 hours, and then it's 29 hours, and you keep condensing it down, being able to produce more and more results in faster or in shorter amounts of time. So anyway, I was rambling along here, kind of went for a rant here today. I'm out of breath, I'm out of energy, I'm ready to hit the sack. So anyway, hope you got some value out of that. Just had a huge breakthrough here today, just thinking about some of these thoughts. And it's the funniest thing when you're doing videos. You actually tend to, the person doing the video, the person communicating, tends to learn the most. So Maybe I'm doing this video out of selfish motive. I'm really not, but it's helping me to grow and helping me to break through so I can do another great video for you tomorrow. So Hans Schaff, the real Hans, signing out officially here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and click the link below this video. Do what it says and get in if you're not in already, because I'll tell you, this is the vehicle. For 25 bucks, what do you got to lose, right? So anyway, we'll keep helping you make that shift from small business or employee, wherever you're at on this side, to getting over here onto the B business. Or if you're already on the B or the I side, we'll help you get into Empower Network because it's a better vehicle on that side. But the thing is, if you're on that side already, you probably already have the mindset, so it'll just happen for you like that. So Hans Schaff, the real Hans, for reals, I'm out of here. Take care. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.